All right, what is going on, guys? Just found out some more news, some crazy news. So, according to reports here, exclusive news here, they said Will Smith. He states that I am not going. The Academy says he refused to leave officials apologetic. So, at 4:12 p.m. Pacific time, sources who were present at the Oscars tells TMZ the two Academy officials who told Will Smith to leave were David Rubin, the president of the Academy, and then you had Dawn Hudson, who was the CEO. All right, so we're told they were furious at Will, and there was plenty of yelling and heated conversations backstage. I'm assuming backstage with Will's reps after the incident. So, as one source put it, the Academy officials were, oh my gosh, apoplectic, and were also told they told him to leave shortly after the slap. Okay, so this is before even they when they continued the show. This is before he ended up winning and did an acceptance speech. Now Will Smith sticking around at the Oscars after slapping Chris Rock is not what the Academy wanted, but he dug in his heels when they tried to give him the boot. That's the news Starling came from the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, which fired off a letter Wednesday announcing their board of governors has begun disciplinary proceedings on Will, violating their standards of conduct. Wow, this letter is pretty deep, guys. Also, I'm gonna read a little bit further too. So it says, in the letter they write, things unfolded in a way we could not have anticipated. While we would like to clarify that Mr. Smith was asked to leave the ceremony and refused, we also recognize we could have handled the situation differently. That's pretty shocking, especially since the speculation up to this point was that the Academy and the show producers allowed Will to stay until his Best Actor category was announced, something for which they've been heavily criticized. Exactly. I mean, when you saw the man, I mean, immediately, I don't care if it's the Oscars or anything, like, if it's just a banquet, like, you don't do that. Like, you just literally committed a crime. You don't, that's just like something you just shoot somebody and then, like, you can just sit back down and you're all good, and everybody hee hoo haing, because he was actually, it was videos that he was partying, at the after party, and of course, P Diddy just came in the middle, tried to be the middleman. That's just his stunt. But yeah, man, I mean, he needed to be removed immediately. I was just clearly surprised that security really didn't step in. But I'm gonna continuously to read further. They said they go on to say this about the whole thing in terms of logistics, consistent with the Academy standards of conduct, as well as California law. Mr. Smith is being provided at least 15 days of notice of a vote regarding his violations and sanctions. Okay. All right, and the opportunity to be heard beforehand by means of a written response. The board further explains that at their next meeting on April 18th, they'll have a decision on his punishment this year, which could include suspension, expulsion, or other sanctions permitted their bylaws. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna lose some money. I just think his whole punishment is that, yeah, he can have his Oscar. I'm not gonna go too far that they should get rid of his Oscar. I mean, he earned that. I give him that, due to his performance with King Richard. But at the same time, though, he needs to not be invited to the Academy ever again. Nope, not to a award ceremony. They tweeted out saying the Academy does not condone violence of any form. Tonight we are delighted to celebrate our 94th Academy Awards winner who deserved this moment of recognition from their peers and movie lovers around the world. One final note from them on Will did Mr. Smith's actions at the Will did and Mr. Smith's actions at the 94th Oscars were deeply shocking. Yes, it was. It was a traumatic event to witness in person and on television. Mr. Rock, we apologize. Oh my goodness, I can read. We apologize to you for what you experienced on our stage, and thank you for your resilience in that moment. We also apologize to our nominees, guests, and viewers for what transpired during what should have been a celebratory event. Of course, the question now is, when exactly did they approach him about beating it, and to what extent did they insist? So it looks like, yeah, like I said, the CEO, I'm pretty sure, I mean, I don't think this is fake or anything. I'm glad the CEO, this kind of confirms that this was real, like this was not staged, because I'm like, I know the ratings been down, but I don't think Oscars will actually have someone to be agree to be humiliated on stage like that. That's completely absurd. But I'm just glad the CEO stepped in. And of course, Will Smith, he decides to stay, do whatever you want to do. But I think this is going to be a long stench, to the point that he was not going to be never ever. I doubt he will be ever invited again to the Oscars, and that can potentially hurt his career. I mean, yeah, he got his money, he still got money and stuff like that. But you know, I think that Chris Rock should continuously to sue him. But I will say the blessing with Chris Rock is that even though he kept his composure, I believe the Lord has blessed him. That now, you know, he's still on tour. He's keeping his head high for the most part, and he's in Boston right now. He's going through his Eagle Death tour, and it's sold out completely, according to the sources. I'm happy for him. I would love to get some Chris Rock tickets, man. And like I said, Will Smith is a simp for that. You know, he really is. You know, for slapping him, didn't really conduct himself as a good man for that. And I like Will Smith's majority of his movies, but what he did on that stage was unacceptable. And I have to say for Chris Rock, man, and Tony Rock, he tweeted that too, that his apology was BS. I actually talked about that a little bit about that on my TikTok, so you can go ahead and follow me on there, Youngling Jr. 395. But Chris Rock, man, you know, his shows is going up. I mean, he's already one of the top 5 comedians in the business. He's already popular, but now he's, oh my gosh, he's experienced exponential growth right now. So he's doing really good right now, and I'm happy for him. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna talk about this in his joke. But the thing is, the only scary part is that, you know, they don't want any copycats as Will Smith. I think it was a post in New York that had Will Smith picture on there, and they had like they had like the, not the stop sign, but you know what I'm talking about, like it has a circle and then got a little slash through it, you know, so like don't cross the line type stuff. But we don't want no we don't want no Will Smith like type of copycats, you know, running up on comedians, because they're known for telling jokes, especially if it's in a dark crowd, you know. So at the end of the day, man, comedians are there to make you laugh. And you know, what he did was just completely unnecessary, man. So I'm pretty sure you know, Will Smith got chewed out and backstage, which he should. And I mean, yeah, you know, Chris Rock can forgive him. You can't have any hatred in your heart though, but you know, he just have to deal with that consequences, man. And you know, wherever him and Jada, wherever they're going through, you can't project that on someone that has nothing to do with that. At the end of the day, man, you got to be able to control your emotions. In the Bible, when it talks about that, man, who don't have control of the spirit, it's like a city broken down without walls. You know, I mean, seriously, like, you just allowing the enemy to come in, you know, and just control you in a way, man. So it's that, it could be the Jezebel spirit that he's under. It could be a spell that he's under from Jada Smith. Somebody was talking about that on TikTok. But this is my thing on this, man. Chris Rock, continue to do your thing, but this goes to show you, this is confirmed. This is not fake. This was super real. And I kind of knew it was real for a minute when I looked at it many times and he started cussing. I was like, okay, yeah, you know, in the crowd, it was just an awkward silence. And Chris Rock looked shook, like, you know, and he still continued to move forward with the documentary. But yeah, man, Will Smith is a simp for this, man. But yeah, this was just crazy. So if I get any more information, I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, post it and talk about it, man. But yeah, we gonna keep going at this, man. But yeah, this your boy Only Joe. You guys continue to like, comment, subscribe, share this video. That's why I believe the ultimate punishment for Will Smith, that he should never ever step foot into a war ceremony. I remember, you can even compare this. I don't know if people remember, but in my time, it was a fight between Ben Wallace and Ron Artest, because it was this dude at the Pistons game, and he threw like a beer bottle at Ron Artest, and you know, Ben Wallace had to, you know, get Ron Artest from actually trying to confront the fan and try to fight him. But that fan, they caught him, and he was no longer, I think still to this day, and that was back in like what, 04, 05, whatever. To this day, he's can't even go to a basketball game ever again, not a professional basketball game. You know, that's assault. You know, you intend to do bodily harm. You know, and actually too, that can be aggravated assault too, use of a deadly weapon, you know, and things of that nature. So continuously. But yeah, he should be arrested. Will Smith, that was wrong, or just sued, man. It got to be some repercussions, man, because you're not going to just assault someone and then get rewarded like that. That makes the Oscar looks bad. You got to think about that. I'm thinking about the bigger picture too. That make the Oscar looks bad. It make, like, what are you telling society? Like, this is the standard y'all upheld him because he has money and influence and he's good at what, you know, in his career. But once he's out of line, you're not going to check him. Come on now, that makes sense. But it's your boy on Link. Y'all comment, like, subscribe, and yeah, we'll see, man, how this is gonna go. I'm out. Deuces.